I read a very interesting theory from you about if you are graduating high school and you go to college, will your college still be in business at the end of 4 years? So pretend that you're talking to a group of people at just about to graduate from high school. What's your advice?
My advice to a junior or about to be senior in high school is go to the cheapest school possible to get your freshman and maybe sophomore classes. You don't need to go to Harvard. Harvard, introduction to writing and freshman English and freshman sociology. Okay, you can make an argument it's going to be better than, Joe Blow Junior College or community college, but the reality is you have to weigh that against if you're paying for your school, or more importantly, if you're borrowing money for your school, do you want to be saddled with $40, $50, $80, $100,000 in debt? I'll give up, the incremental value of freshman English at a great school to not have the stress, just physically on you and your family. And I think all that's going to change. Like, I went to Indiana. I love Indiana. I always recommend going to Indiana. Hoosiers. But the price for out of state has gotten ridiculous. And they want me to build this building, that building. If your school is building buildings, your school is fucked.
But every school is building buildings.
Exactly. That's my point of my post. It's like the newspaper industry, right? More printing presses, more big buildings, right? Makes us look grander. We have brains that we're putting them out there. There's a point of diminishing returns in terms of what it's worth for a college education and how much debt you're willing to saddle yourself with. I mean, $40,000 in debt. That's a shitload of money. I don't want $40,000 in debt. It's just, I think decision points have got to be different. Schools have got more administrators making over $200,000 a year than they have profs. And then the people that they're saying are the greatest educators that you can get, and you're getting all your money's worth here, they're paying $1,500, $2,000, $5,000 a class. And those people have to have other jobs. And so there's just, you and I both do the same thing. We look for industries that are ripe for disruption because they do things the way they've always done them. And I think universities, four-year universities, are doing it, and it's a real problem. And so I told IU that I will not do anything that involves buildings. And I've told other, universities and organizations the same thing. I'd rather see you implode all those. I mean, think of the sociology building, the business building, the psychology building. What's different in any of the classrooms? Okay, you got a desk, you got something on the wall, you got, audiovisual materials, computer, Wi-Fi, video conferencing, whatever. You don't need a special building so, the psych professors can, because they have beards and they need different grooming things in the bathrooms. It just makes no sense. And so I think and you combine that with easy money, it's easy to borrow money for school, then you have inflation, you have school prices that have ramped up, and it's going to implode just like real estate did from easy money.
You probably wouldn't fund building a library, huh?
No.
Okay, just checking. Now let's pretend that you're just about to graduate from college.
Right.
What's the advice?
You don't need the perfect job. Part of the problem is you probably have $100,000 of debt, right? And you got to pay off for all that shit. And that's really fucked up. It's hurt the economy. It hurts everybody. But my advice, general advice, is assuming there's not just the bills you got to pay that are just enormous, is you paid all that money to learn. Now here's your chance to get paid to learn. And you don't need the perfect job. You need to get a job where you can make some money, but also where you can learn and add it to your portfolio of knowledge, add it to your foundation, because as much as we want to think that we know exactly what our mission in life is and what our chosen profession is going to be at 22, hell no. There's just no chance that the 30-year-old or even the 25-year-old is going to look back at the 21 or 22-year-old you and say, oh, that dude had it all together and knew exactly what was up, right? He's going to look back and go, beer pong, what were you thinking, And so don't expect to have all the answers, and don't try to get the perfect job. Go out there and get paid to have different experiences, and it's okay to jump from job to job if it's not the right job. You are getting paid to learn. Flip it, and then use that to build your knowledge and learn more about yourself, learn how to learn in business, and see where it can take you.
Okay.
Thank you.